Hi, everyone. My name is Adrienne Martian. I am the owner of Fame Consulting. Fame Consulting is an accounting firm. I happen to be a CPA, which is a certified public accountant. So I went to school for accounting. I actually went to Binghamton University. I got my Bachelor's of Science in accounting. I then went on to Baruch College, where I got my Master's in taxation. So those are some, accounting, taxation, those are some areas where people normally have some type of energy around numbers and they feel away. What I will say is that accounting and taxes are the foundation of every business or career path that you could possibly pursue. Every business at some point has to deal with revenue or money coming in, money going out for things they're paying for, paying payroll, paying taxes. So it impacts everyone in the U.S. I want to say in the world, but it impacts everyone, and having knowledge of how to navigate accounting and taxes is super crucial for every business. So I first got interested in accounting by attending a program that my guidance counselor told me about. It's called Co-op. It's Career Opportunities in the Accounting Profession. But before I took that workshop, I didn't really know much about accounting. I just knew it had to deal with numbers, but I didn't really know the aspects of what went into it. So it was an immersive summer program. You had to write an essay to try and get into the program, but there wasn't a fee associated with it. And it's for high school students. So if you wanted to learn more about that profession, it's something you could definitely look into. As part of that program, we were able to meet with different Big Four accounting firms. So I met with Ernst & Young. That's how I found out about E&Y. And it really inspired me to actually pursue a career in that area. So after getting my bachelor's, I then actually went to work for E&Y. I interned with them starting in my sophomore year of college. And then once I graduated, I did land a full-time position there. So I worked there for several years in their audit practice. So financial statement audits are one aspect or area of accounting that you can specialize in. I definitely recommend starting there, because if you can understand a company's financial statements, and financial statements really summarize what the company brought in, what they spent money on, and I know that's a very general way to describe it, but at the end of the day, that is the crux and purpose of financial statements. It's to summarize what happened all year, but put it in numbers and words. So I started an audit. I really enjoyed my experience there. And then even inside of audit, I got to learn more about how companies operate, what are financial statement controls, how billing works, like really see every aspect of a company and how everything works together. So imagine being a detective, but really just trying to figure out what makes this company operate, breathe, work, and just understanding all of the intricacies within the company to see how everything works full circle. So I spent my career in audit for over a decade. And then I went to a smaller firm, or a mid-sized accounting firm. And there I continued to do audit for a couple more years, but just in a different industry. I started at E&Y in their nonprofit space, auditing hospitals. And then I went to hospitality, which would be hotels. So it was great. I had clients in California, clients in Chicago. I, went to different hotels and met with people, understood how those hotels operate, and so on and so forth. Then I said, I really want to expand and see a different aspect of accounting. So I went into the litigation support and forensic accounting. So it's very different from audit, but having a good audit background is almost required in order to help people with navigating lawsuits. So in litigation support, the accountants will write expert reports. So if you've ever seen Law and Order and you saw someone testifying as an expert, well, one expert could be an accounting expert. So we would write very long reports, but we did it collaboratively as a team, called an expert report. So we'd write an expert report, and then, our partner most often was the expert witness. He would go to trial. He would be questioned by the attorneys, but we really support the attorneys, whichever side we're on. We support them with the expert accounting knowledge that they may not possess on their own. So they'll get a third-party expert witness to come in, do the research, figure out what the merits are of the case, and then write our own expert opinion on what happened or transpired as part of the lawsuit. And then it can potentially go to court, or it could be settled, so on and so forth. So it was very interesting. Saw a lot of great cases and things. And then with forensic accounting, you do a lot of different things. So sometimes it's coming in to kind of give business owners an understanding of, hey, something went wrong and we need to research and figure out what happened and really decipher the numbers. So, numbers really do tell a story as to what happened, when it happened, how much, and so on and so forth. And sometimes, people could be embezzling, people could be stealing or misappropriating assets or different things. Like you can always create a scenario that needs to be investigated. But, it's not something that people typically think of when they think accountant. They may think somebody who's doing bookkeeping or taxes. Sure, those are definitely aspects of accounting, but these are also additional fields within that industry. So if you're someone who's self-motivated, organized, you enjoy numbers, and you'd like to get better with budgeting or understanding how to build budgets, this is definitely a career path you would like to explore. I will say having a foundation in audit has actually helped me to understand how businesses operate. And I've been able to, so I've been in my career since 2008, it's 2022, and I've been able to progress into different aspects of starting at Big Four, going to midsize, and then I eventually launched my own practice, my own private practice. And inside this practice, I really help individuals, entrepreneurs, learn how to organize their businesses better, not just, do their taxes and kind of walk away, but I also help them to optimize, pursue opportunities. So sometimes I do grant writing for clients, and I've been able to get thousands of dollars for companies and small businesses to help sustain their businesses, expand, and so on. So accounting is really, it's almost like limitless, the things that you can decide to specialize in or get involved with. But if you like working with money, you like working with numbers, I definitely recommend this career path. There's so much flexibility and just in terms of how you can shape your career or which direction you can go in. So, you can start off traditionally saying, hey, I want to be at a Big Four or a midsize. I want to learn from a larger company. That's great because you get a lot of great experience that builds a good foundation. The hours can be long in the beginning, but as you progress and learn more, you can definitely, if you secure a CPA, it gives you a lot of ability to determine, how do I want to shape my practice? What do I want to do? Like what industries or areas do I want to be involved in? And, it gives you a lot of ability to determine what things look like in the future. So that is accounting in a nutshell. That is one of the hats that I wear as an accountant. And I'm really, I'm really happy to be able to share this information with all of you. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I will share my contact information, but I hope this video was helpful and it was a great introduction to what the accounting profession is, what types of degrees and credentials you may need in that profession, what are some areas that you could potentially work in, and just a little highlight as to my individual experience. So I hope this was helpful, and hopefully I hear from some of you. Take care.